What's going on, guys? It's New York Prepper here. Wanted to just do a quick review of some tinder, a very popular tinder. Here we have the SOL Tinder-Quik. Okay, SOL Tinder-Quik. It's supposed to be waterproof and burn for 2 minutes and ignite quickly. This has been burning for about, I would say, 45 seconds. So it doesn't burn that long, but it's definitely a good alternative to cotton balls. It typically comes with these little packs here like this. This is a 12 pack. I think it's only like $2. So here it's almost out now pretty much. I mean, if you turn it over, you can get some more burn time on it, you know, if you play around with it a little. But it's pretty much out now. So I would say 2 minutes is a little bit of a stretch, you know. I would say about 1.5 minutes, possibly 2 minutes, but it's basically like a bona fide, you know, enhanced cotton ball. That's really all it is, guys. It's just like a cotton ball, but it burns a little bit longer than a cotton ball, and it's actually harder to light than a cotton ball because it's quite small. You know, it's probably, I would say, 1.5 inches or maybe 1.25 inches in terms of length, and it's, you know, very small, so it's compressed. It's like a compressed piece of cotton, and what you do is you spread it open. You open the top here. You spread the top open like this with your fingers, and you make it a larger surface area so it can catch a spark easier. All right, and then what you do is you try to strike this part right here with your ferro rod or with a lighter. You know, you could also spread the other side, I suppose, as well. Maybe that'll burn a little longer that way because of the... So you spread it out like that, and then you aim your ferro rod on this part right here, the spread out portion, to catch the spark. So I'll try to light it for you guys to show you. It's not the easiest to light, I would say, because you have a very small area to strike. What I've actually found works best for me is to stand it upright. So what I actually do is I fan out both sides rather than just the side that I'm going to strike it. I fan out, I spread out both sides, and then what I do is I stand it up, you know, so it stands up like a candle basically. See how I fanned out both sides? Looks like a little dumbbell now. Alright, so I spread it out quite a bit. You can see the cotton fibers in there. It's supposed to be waterproof. You know, I don't know how much I would trust that. You know, I keep it in a waterproof container, but I fan out both sides and then I stand it up like this. And that makes it a lot easier to strike with my ferro rod versus if I have it horizontally on the ground like this. If I have it horizontally, it's a little bit harder for me to strike it, you know, because you got to get that perfect angle. So what I do is I stand it up, then I can strike down on it. So let me show you how that works, and I'll show you it's not the easiest to start because it's a little bit smaller, but it definitely works. I'm using this, this is a small Firesteel. I wanted to test it with the smallest Firesteel I have, which is this Exotac, or no, it's not Exotac. Oh yeah, it is Exotac, I'm sorry. It's Exotac Fire Rod. It's very small. It's only 2.5 inches long, and the diameter is probably, I don't know, 1/4 inch. It has a little waterproof capsule in here, so I could actually fit one of these Tinder-Quiks inside, and I'll actually show you how that works. So you put one of these Tinder-Quiks in here, fits perfectly, and then you screw it up, you screw it down, you know, and now you have one emergency piece of tinder combined with your Firesteel, and then you can put that all together on a sheath, right? Just like so. And this is good for urban carry. Nice small knife here. This is a Benchmade Hidden Canyon. It's only a 2 3/4 inch blade, so it's pretty much legal everywhere in the country. All right, it's S30V steel. It's a beautiful knife. I love this knife. It's very small but very functional. All right, it's super sharp. It's got these knurlings at the end of the knife here for skinning, and I got some knurling here for bushcrafting, and it's got this nice thick tang. You know, for a small knife, it's a really thick tang, and it goes all the way through the whole blade. You can change the handles out. I got this paracord lanyard on here. It's got this nice 90-degree spine, which is good for striking. So I'm gonna light this now, all right, and we'll see how good it works. All right. So again, if I had a bigger fire rod, it would probably be easier to start this, but I wanted to test it with the smallest Firesteel possible. So here we go. There we go. A couple of tries, but it wasn't too bad. All right, so it wasn't too bad. The Firesteel worked, and it's burning now. So we'll see how long it burns, and I'll talk while it's burning. So that's my little trick for you guys. Don't try to set this down horizontally. Spread out both sides of it, and then stand it up vertically, and it'll burn much better like a candle. And it's much easier to work with, and it'll catch the spark a lot easier than if you try to place it horizontally. So let's see, it's probably burning, what, 30 seconds now. Got a nice wind on it. I'm gonna block the wind a little so it doesn't burn out with my knife here. Get a little so it burns out quite, you know, pretty quick. I suppose if you spread it out the way that I spread it out, it'll burn a lot faster. I guess if you didn't spread it out, it would probably burn slower. So that was I was a little disappointed that it burned so quickly. So that's something to think about. But still, it'll give you a little. It's decent. I wouldn't say it's the best tinder out there. It's better than a cotton ball, that's for sure. But in some ways, a cotton ball is actually better because the cotton ball is bigger. It burns bigger. You know, but it burns out quick. So you can get them in these pouches too. They sell them in these pouches, these waterproof pouches here. SOL or SOL, I don't know if these are the same. They changed their company. I don't know why they did that, but so it comes in this resealable pouch here, okay? And you know, it's pretty cool stuff, you know. It's comes in this resealable pouch, and it's supposed to be a waterproof pouch that you could use for filling up with water. See here, it's resealable. So what I do is I keep one of these in my bug out bag, okay? And you know, I keep one of them in my bug out bag pretty much. I keep this in my bug out bag, or I keep one of these filled with those Tinder-Quiks inside. So you can fit about 12. You can fit 12 or 16. You can fit 16 of these Tinder-Quiks inside of one of these UCO stormproof matchboxes, which I have a bunch of. You can buy empty ones for, you know, $2 on Amazon, and I keep them stored in this little container here just to keep them dry and protected so they don't get squashed or wet or whatever. And it's got this O-ring on the pouch here, and it's orange so I can see it. I keep this with my fire kit. So overall review, I would say it's decent, not great. It's better than a cotton ball. It burns a little bit longer than cotton, but it's a little bit harder to start than cotton because cotton's bigger and it has more airspace. But definitely decent. You know, decent tinder source. It's very lightweight, so it doesn't hurt you to carry one of these, or you know, to carry a pouch. This has 50, I think there's 50 in here in this pouch, and it weighs nothing. It's like a sheet of paper, you know. So it's worth it to keep one of these in your bug out bag. I wouldn't rely on them on their own to start a fire. You should definitely have something else besides this, some other tinder sources, at least some fat wood, and you know, maybe some wet fire cubes or something like that. But wanted to just do this review for you guys so you could see how it burns. And so I'll see you on the next one. Take care, God bless, and don't forget the 3 P's: prepare, practice, and persevere. Alright guys, so they say on this package here that it's supposed to light easily when wet and stays lit in fierce conditions. So I'm going to drop this in water now, and we're going to see if we can start it. I dropped this, submerged it in water. Okay, totally submerged. Alright, you can see I'm dipping it in the water here. You can see it's wet. So let's see if it'll start now. Let's see if what they're saying is BS or not. Alright, stand by. Burning, but very slowly, guys. It's catching fire, but not great. You can hear it's struggling. See if you can hear that. It's struggling, so I wouldn't say it's waterproof. I wouldn't say that this is waterproof. Let me try it again. Let's try it again here. It's catching a little bit, but looks like it burned out. So definitely not waterproof, guys. I don't know why they're advertising that it's waterproof, but just wanted to show you guys that this is not waterproof, these Tinder-Quiks. You have to keep them dry. You have to seal it in one of these containers here. UCO, one of these containers, okay? Or you got to keep it in a pouch. It's not going to burn when it's wet, all right? Because it's cotton. So just wanted to let you guys know that. All right, God bless.